game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Selvia. Gets it out fast. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Makes the catch. It's Spears. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights.
Turning on the Jets. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Gets it out quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to...
Touchdown Bulldogs! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Selvia. Hauls it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And he'll zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. It's caught. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Looking for the score! And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Grab in the backfield. It's Cantrell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's Spears. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Spears. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Looking downfield on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Moving away from pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Selvia. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Special teams proving to be special.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Thanks to grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there, and how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hook release by the QB. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
On first down from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Sylvia. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They'll try it over the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sylvia. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Going for the marker on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, the ground game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. Shoots his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Selvia. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Right on the money. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Pulls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody. See the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit. Like right here on this play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Selvia. Quick strike complete.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to... Try and get two bodies around and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Lost to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the... You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So here comes the Auburn offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Selvia. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return. Big play to get the football back. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And most quarterbacks will tell you, if they start to drift and throw off their back foot, their balance isn't as good, and you're more inclined to miss like he did right there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Looking to pass. It's Selvia. Here's a throw downfield late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. He's taking the deep shot, and they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cantrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They just keep firing. right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Selvia. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires toward the end zone.
And, man, that was an almost opportunity for this defense. You thought he might could get the pick, but I like the way they drop back. They play the pass, they break on the football, and they make sure that the receiver can't make a play.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very